Hi guys. Today we're going to be reacting to Vita Carnis, the analog horror series. Now I know some of you guys might be wondering, Wubzzy, didn't you already react to Vita Carnis? Why are you reacting to it again? The fact is, I did react to Vita Carnis already, but I reacted to the first season. The second season just came out, and we gotta watch the second season. And since Vita Carnis is a horror series, we gotta watch it with the lights off. And now that the lights are off, it's time to react to Vita Carnis Season 2. Will Season 2 be better than Season 1? Let's find out. Warning, this video talks about and shows imagery of graphic content like flashing lights, gore, violence, death. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay. Alright.
Today something has happened within the restricted zone, where a large group of cultists have been apprehended. Several teams of military personnel have arrested some high-ranking cultists and have unmasked their identities to the public.
What?
Shockingly, several of these members are well-renowned politicians and high-ranking members of multiple governments across the globe.
Many documents have been released providing sufficient proof of the atrocities that were being committed. Some of these crimes include
murder, kidnapping, torture, fraud, ritual sacrifice, chemical weaponry. Who the heck is Simon Vanguard?
Torture, ritual sacrifice, and the list goes on.
The members are found guilty of deliberately providing false information to the public in an attempt to cause harm.
What?
The new Trier Company has been found to have very significant ties with cultist activity.
Hold up, I know it's an early pause, but I gotta pause it. It feels like I'm watching a movie right now. Holy, this is very good. I like the quality of this. Feels like I'm watching a movie.
All new Trier products have been deemed hazardous for consumption.
Cultivation farms are facing pressure to shut down.
Public unrest grows as the new
That's the monster! That's the monster! The
brings more
mimic.
crimes that were hidden away to light.
The people are outraged by how little was actually being done.
They demand that something
Yo! What the?
Riots appear in the streets as
Fires out of
protests
control
begin
as
to
riots
burn.
continue. Secret World Order. Bro, what is going on? What the? Bro, listen.
Welcome to Magister's Wonder Show.
I like this!
I am the Magister.
What
and
up,
get ready
Magister?
to explore all of the world's wonders.
Nice!
Today, we are learning about the Circle of Life.
I like the Circle of Life. Huh? Dr. Marshall Trados, head director and doctor of Carcass. Progress report, Vita Carnis. Date 1991, I wasn't even alive.
Test report number 4. We still know very little about the nature of the entities. There are 7 singularities in total. Each singularity is roughly 1 meter in diameter. They are made of an unknown material, although it looks and feels very similar to glass. We are unable to sample it in fear of causing potential damage. The material is very dark in color, but has red shimmers of light swirling inside. There are some hints of other colors present, but is mostly dominated by the red.
Okay.
Each entity hovers above the ground in a stationary position, although they can be moved with relative ease. Our equipment can detect some subtle pulses of energy.
Holy cow, this is like a lot of physics going on, man. Brings me back to physics class. Man, I hated physics class! Ah!
But random patterns.
Oh, that sound. Is it laughing? That's an evil laugh. Why is it laughing?
We don't know what they are. We don't know if it is breathing or communicating.
Okay.
We don't even truly know if they are even organic.
What the?
This is nothing new, just confirming what we already know. Our first experiments didn't give any interesting leads. The most we got was some interference with electronics, especially when there is more than one kept close together. But the experiment we conducted showed extremely significant results. The experiment played out like this. In test chamber 1, a live cow was released into the chamber with V1 for an extended period. They were left together for 24 hours.
But what are you doing to the cow? Why would you put the cow in the room with that thing?
The test showed minimal results from the entity and
Oh
an
my
increase
God, the
in
cow is
stress from the
tweaking.
cow. Next, the body of a cow was put into the chamber with V1 for 24 hours.
Huh?
The results were extraordinary.
What you mean? You! The cow! The cow!
5 hours after the whole body had been ingested, concentrations of Kroll rapidly grew from several points from within the chamber. What this could mean, it rewrites everything we knew about the Vita Carnis species.
What the? Yo, what the? I legit got goosebumps.
First, a young larva hatches from within its egg. It will roam around and find food to help it grow and grow.
Yeah.
Once they are big enough, they transform into a pupa. And after some more time, they transform into an adult beetle.
Oh, I
The
didn't
adult
even know
beetle will
that.
go out into the world in search of...
Dr. Rhodes, Sirius. Hold up, I gotta read his info. Crawl specialist, head cultivator. Okay.
Audio log. Progress report for crawl samples. Cultivation has been successful. So far, we grew them with 3 specific environmental factors.
What?
1 is our control group, 2 with access to additional nutrition sources,
Yeah.
and 3 with exposure to radio signals.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
1 grew on par with standard crawl
Oh
samples.
my!
No distinct abnormalities.
Oh!
Group 2 grew at a faster pace than the control group,
What
as
the?
expected.
What the?
No distinct abnormalities.
What the? What the?
Group 3 grew against its normal pattern,
Huh?
weaving its way toward the radio. Once the device was claimed, it switched to usual growth patterns.
Oh.
Again, no distinct abnormalities.
Ah!
In conclusion, the samples that were grown in V1's test chamber don't seem to differ from others grown from other sources. Still, we will continue with more factors and further groups, just in case.
Alright.
There have been some developments in the propagation group. V1 samples have seemingly been able to produce nodules at a slightly quicker rate than wild samples. Control groups show that V1 samples begin node development a few days faster. More time will be needed to say for sure. As for the nodes themselves, there aren't any distinct abnormalities. We've successfully hatched a dozen Carnish juveniles, several trimmings, 2 meat snakes, and even 1 mimic. We will be sending them to the enclosures after everyone's reports get sent out.
The mimic. I hate
And
the
block.
mimic. What the? Yo, what the? What is going on?
And then is ground into a fine mint and is now ready for the garden.
Bro. Dr. Fawn.
Audio log. Progress report for trimming colony. Significant progress in learning the social patterns of a group of trimmings we have been keeping together. A new batch of juveniles were added to the main colony at the beginning of the new progress report. They were accepted into the community immediately. No conflict or rejection observed. They did provide the circumstances to document more of their
God,
interactions.
they actually move.
Trimmings communicate through a series of vocal cues. Colony members meeting the new batch with squeaks and squeals. They also are not afraid to show us when they are upset. Trimmings also use some physical displays as well.
Alright.
For example, Trimmings do a chewing.
They
or
play soccer? What the?
Motion with their mouths when they are happy or interested in something. The experiment that we performed was to explore the extent of their communication skills. The test went like this. We took one of the trimmings and had them in place in a modified enclosure.
Alright.
A speaker would play 2 separate audio cues.
Yeah.
A positive cue would play, followed by a treat.
Alright.
And a negative cue, followed by a small spray of cold water. We did several rounds of both audio cues to condition the trimming's response.
What is that? Uh-oh. What the? Oh! Oh, I feel bad for it. Why do I feel bad for it? That's kind of mean. Why would they do that?
After the test,
I
the
feel
trimming
bad
was
for
released
it.
back to its colony. And after a few hours, we tested how much the trimmings communicated.
Yeah.
Another speaker was placed near the colony's enclosure, where we played the same audio cues. It is incredible to see how layered their social interactions can be.
Yeah.
Although, we tried something a bit bizarre.
What you mean? Bizarre.
We found out that a wild colony had settled around the facility recently.
Uh-huh.
It was strange.
What you mean
What
strange?
we did. It was a long shot. We set up a radio device near the wild colony and near ours. We linked both devices up and played the cues.
Alright. Bro, what the?
There's many dangers out there in the world.
Yeah, what is
There are
going
many
on?
predators that would love to have beetles for a snack.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, not all beetles make it. Yes, it is sad, but that's how the circle of life works.
That's true. The
But
circle
look.
of life.
One of the beetles has laid eggs. And once the beetle's eggs hatch, the beetle cycle starts again.
Yep.
And life continues on.
That's true. Darian. Shout out Darian. That is the creator of the series for those who don't know. Alright, season 2. Vita Carnis. That was a very strong opening of season 2. I actually enjoyed that a lot. Make sure to follow Darian. Support him. Follow him on Instagram. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. The original video link will be down in the description down below. Alright, that was Vita Carnis Season 2. I actually enjoyed that. A good strong opening for the new season. Hopefully more comes out soon, and we get to react to them. But anyways, that's where I'm for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know by leaving a like. Also, comment down below. What did you guys think of Vita Carnis Season 2? Let me know down in the comments down below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And last but not least, I love every single one of you guys. And